If we could just take a quick break in the normal order. I believe Jennifer Hernandez is here, so if we could do that presentation briefly.
Well, if I could move item 3 so we could.
Go ahead, move item 3, please. We have a motion. Yeah.
Somebody.
Give a second to move item 3.
Second.
Okay. Why don't you give a quick overview of item 3, and then we'll
Yeah,
move it to our
absolutely.
vote. Yeah.
I brought this item forward so that we could tell the story of someone who works in our city for the Miami-Dade County Library System, who did something very special for one of our residents. A family, a single father and 2 children, found himself in a really bad situation where he suddenly lost housing. He came to the police department under the risk of potentially having to spend the night on the street with his children. The police department obviously took care of him, but through a new county program, they reached out to the library that we have some people trained to work with rehousing. Unfortunately, it was the weekend, and on the weekend, for whatever reason, the hotline for that is not operational. So they made the calls themselves looking for shelter. There were no shelter beds. At this point, the protocol had pretty much ended. So what we did instead as a city, we found temporary housing for this family overnight. Our librarian, Ms. Hernandez, decided that she would come back the next day on her day off to take this family to a shelter in Fort Lauderdale, which basically had the only bed available. She didn't have to do that because in the meantime, they put up a GoFundMe page, which went viral and raised over $15,000 overnight for the family. Not only that, but an angel investor ended up reaching out and giving the family a year's worth of housing. So unfortunately, this story is the exception. There's over 300 families in the shelter system. And they're really the most tragic victims of the housing crisis. But because of the brave and bold actions of our librarian, Ms. Hernandez, the Ferguson family is not going to be one of those families. So with that being said, we'd like to present.
Wait.
Oh, shoot.
I have to.
All right, got ahead of myself. Sorry.
Yes.
Madam Clerk, go ahead. Please read the item. Thank you.
Yes. Item 3, a resolution of the Mayor and City Commissioners of the City of South Miami awarding a certificate of excellence to Jennifer Hernandez, librarian of Miami-Dade County's South Miami branch, for rehousing the Ferguson family.
We have a motion and a second. Madam Clerk, could you call the roll, please?
Yes. Commissioner Kaye?
Yes.
Commissioner Corey?
Yes.
Commissioner Lehman?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Boniche?
Yes.
Mayor Fernandez?
Yes.
The item passes 5-0.
Mr. Hernandez, could you come up, please? Mr. Hernandez, we'd like to say a few words. You're welcome to use the microphone.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Wow, this is so nice. So thank you so much, Mayor Fernandez and Commissioners. First and foremost, I'd also like to thank all of you for this meaningful acknowledgement. I'd also like to thank the Miami-Dade Public Library System for preparing me with the proper tools to help our community in the areas of social services. It has been a pleasure to get to know the Ferguson family. Mr. Ferguson's kids, Malik and Amir, are wonderful kids, and I consider myself lucky to have had the chance to work with them and to help them stabilize their living situation. Lastly, I'd love to thank everyone else that was involved in making such a positive change in the lives of this family. To name a few of the people that were involved with this cause, Chandra Jennings, she helped the Ferguson family with their medical appointments. Catherine Martinez, the president of programs over at the Camilla's House. Victoria Malay, she also works for the Camilla's House, as well as Anna Knapp. Jennifer Pfeiffer helped me set up the GoFundMe for the family and has been keeping track of the funds that were now dispersed over to the Ferguson family. I'd also like to thank the social services team at the Miami-Dade Public Library System, the Department of Children's and Families for expediting their benefits, and Commissioner Brian Corey, of course, thank you so much. Diallo of the Office of Commissioner Regalato's office, State Senator Liana Garcia, she was directly involved as well. The South Miami City Manager Sherry Kamali, the Roadway Inn employees, such as the manager Silveria, she housed the family there for over a month. Officer Rodney Napier, who introduced me to the Fergusons, and the South Florida Dental Arts Office. They gave Mr. Ferguson a new smile, and he's happier than he's ever been. So thank you so much for everything that you've done to help this family. Thank you. It was a group effort. Thank you.
Let's take a quick picture.
Yeah.
Thank you for that again. Commander, would you mind coming up, please? Thank you for being here this evening.